Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to what is a glorious day here in Beaminster, which is where I live. For those of you who aren't familiar with England, I live about 6 miles off the south coast, just a bit inland, in a small town, just on the very outskirts of that town actually, so I'm as far north in the town as you can get. And we appear to be in the grip of autumn. As you can see, the leaves have fallen and the trees are bare, and we're only 5 weeks away from Christmas. But aren't those leaves gorgeous? Sorry, I'm distracted by the colour of the leaves here. Anyway, I thought I would give you a very brief tour of where I live. It's quite the contrast to Marrakesh, I'm sure, and to a lot of the other places where you live. So let's have a quick stroll and tell you a little bit about the place. Yes, we do. That's our corner shop, by the way. Oh, it's all exciting stuff over here. To my left, we have St Mary's School, Beaminster St Mary's School. One of 2/3 schools here. We have Beaminster School, which is the secondary school, and we also have Mountjoy School, which is another school on that same site. But St Mary's is the junior school, I suppose you'd call it. Back in my day, I think we used to call it the infant school, but times have changed. I should say an enormous thank you to everyone who has recently subscribed to the channel. Thank you for the likes, thank you for the comments. They are all massively appreciated. This channel is just a bit of fun, and I will post as much content as I can when I can, depending on what we're doing, and obviously in this country, weather permitting. So please be patient with me. I'll try and get at least a couple of videos out every month, and if the channel grows, then who knows, we'll try to increase the number of videos we put out, and obviously the more I can do, the more videos you will see. You may be able to tell just by looking over there in the distance that Beaminster is in a bit of a dip. What that means in terms of weather is that a lot of the bad weather just passes over us. So it's very rare, for example, that we would get snow here, or we would be badly affected by the worst of the winds when we have storms. So we're in a bit of a dip. There are hills on all 4 sides of of the town. So yeah, it's a pretty quiet and secluded place to live in. But it does have a couple of peculiarities, and no, I'm not talking about myself. Although, come to think of it, it's one of the amazing things about autumn is the colours on the trees. Beautiful sort of burnt orange there, and the other one up here is a little yellower by comparison. Fantastic colours. And here, as the sign suggests, this is Beaminster School. Fantastic space here, playing fields, and I have to say, in the 14 years I've lived here and the hundreds of times I must have walked by this school, not once have I seen a game of football, of rugby or cricket or athletics. I haven't seen anything going on. But there you go. And again, I think you'll probably see with the hills behind the school there. And if I move to the right of the sign, the hills over there, you'll see what I mean about Beaminster being in that dip. So yeah, this is Beaminster School, and behind it is Mountjoy School. This is where the local cricket and football teams play over the weekend, so if you're around on a Saturday or a Sunday during football or cricket season, you might well encounter a game. And we have the clubhouse stroke dressing rooms over there, and the cricket pitch is over there to my right. And again, in the distance you can see the trees up on the crest over there. This is Beaminster Skate Park. This is a fairly recent addition, I think in the last 4 or 5 years. I remember it being built. It seemed to be very crowded when it was first laid down, but I've noticed fewer and fewer people using it. And behind it there's a small playground for the more junior members of our community. It's not a big place. I don't know what the population is. I'm going to guess it's in the 8,000 to 10,000 range. It doesn't have a bank. It has a small bakery. We have a butcher's. We have a small supermarket, pharmacy, 2 doctor's surgeries, and a private dental practice, and a few little cafes, little restaurants, things like that. And this is the town square. One of the peculiarities I mentioned to you, directly opposite me is a hairdresser's. Further along there's a barber's. Down the street, directly opposite me over there, there's another hairdresser's. In the red painted building over there, there is another hairdresser's. And further down the road to my left, beyond the co-op, which is on the corner, is there's another hairdresser's. And I believe there's also another one in one of the little arcades. So I think it's 6 hairdressers, 1 barber's we have. And for a town this size, you might think that's quite a lot. So I think it must mean we have the best cared for hair probably in the whole country. A couple of estate agents. As I said, we have a couple of shops selling knickknacks and clothes and that sort of thing. And over here we have the Brassica restaurant. Once upon a time, under the name of Wild Garlic, if memory serves me right. That was owned by Matt Follis, who won MasterChef. I'm going to say 12, 14, 15 years ago. And that really is Beaminster, bookshop, co-op, cards and gifts, a small pay and display car park. Oh, and the Greyhound Inn there, and the Red Lion. So, a couple of pubs as well, pet shop, antique shop. People here. This is quite a well-to-do area. Some lovely houses. Some money in this town, I think. So, antique shops probably do a pretty decent sort of trade. But yeah, that is Beaminster for you. I hope you've enjoyed this brief look around where I live. That gives you some idea. And I will catch up with you all again in a video very, very soon. So take care of yourselves and bye for now.